Capricorn, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy. So today, Capricorn, I am going to be doing your reading from September 22nd to 28th. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards and get some final advice for you. Dear Capricorn, I want to express my gratitude to each and every one of you. Daddy Capricorn, Mommy Capricorn, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for your beautiful presence onto the channel. And also, those are general readings, so they may resonate with you and they may not. Okay, your challenge, Capricorn, from September 22nd to the 28th is the Tower. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Pentacles. All right, so your challenge, Capricorn, is actually very big, okay? The Tower is not like a joke, and it's a good shift. Something is changing in your life. Something is transforming. The Tower, if you know tarot, a lot of people get scared of the tarot, but I think, you should not, especially when you're the goat. There is something very, very profound and transformative that's going to be changing in your life. You are either letting go of something or there is a major understanding and epiphany about a situation. Okay, you're gaining some sort of a new perspective, and I feel like that this is going to require you to let go of something that you've been holding on to, maybe a person, a situation, but there is a massive shift that's coming in your life. We're going to find out when we clarify to see what this shift is about. In the recent past, dear Capricorn, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Temperance, and the Eight of Wands. So in the recent past, it looks like that you were in a relationship with someone, in a connection. There was an offer that came towards your way. And I do strongly feel like here that there was a lot of balance in the beginning, a lot of peace. I feel like that, with the Temperance here, she's holding the two cups. You and this person came together and harmonized the connection and relationship. And I do see here this relationship actually started going very fast with the Eight of Wands. Okay, there was a lot of action. It might have started very quickly for you. We're going to get back to this and clarify when we get to the past. Now, in the present moment, Capricorn, you have the Page of Cups, the King of Cups, Queen of Swords. So in the present moment, I think what you're really understanding and what you are doing is you are paying attention to your logic and you're paying attention to your emotions and to your feelings, okay? There is possibly an apology or there is a love offer that's coming in your way. We're going to clarify to see what this is about. Now, in the near future, Capricorn, you have the Justice, the Four of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. So in the near future, I do see here a decision that needs to be made with the Two of Pentacles, okay? Going back and forth. There is something here that is going to be calling your attention to set it right here, right? With the Four of Cups. Something is going to be calling in your attention to make sense of this situation and to set something right. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Pentacles, and this talks about equal give and take exchange energy. Also, for whatever reason, if you have been feeling very much closed off or uncertain about a specific situation, I think you are going to be gaining a lot of clarity. Why you're going to get a lot of clarity, Capricorn, is because you have the Tower as a challenge. And the Tower is something that whatever was unknown, whatever was known, everything comes to the surface. Everything comes to the surface, okay? Everything becomes very obvious and gets revealed for you. So let's get into your reading and let's clarify. So I'm going to clarify the Tower. My AC just went off, so I hope it doesn't bother you for a second because, it's like a background noise. Okay, so the Tower is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So Capricorn, We know that this is a love reading, but I'm gonna channel two messages for you and I need you to listen what I'm saying, okay? So your change that's coming in for you, I think this has to do a lot with career, okay? With money. I know this is a love reading, but I want you to listen. So this is about a career shift that's coming in for you. First of all, for those of you, I think you're either gonna get a new job, or you're gonna create a new job. Some of you have been wanting to actually be self-employed. You have been wanting to be financially independent. And I do see here making an investment with the Eight of Pentacles. There is something that you want to make an investment, right? When you look at the Eight of Pentacles, you do want to become financially independent. And you know, I'm going to say this right now, Capricorn, because I did study about that, about you, you know, and I saw this post on Reddit actually about Capricorns, and it was saying that why is it that sometimes you are like a late bloomer in life, bloomer, not a boomer, bloomer, that like success seems to be kind of like a little bit far away. It's like because your ruling planet Saturn, Capricorn, is the planet of discipline, right? And I think that you have had a lot of tests in life, like many tests. Your faith, right? Your gifts, your stability, your resilience, and you're meant for major success. You're meant for financial independence. And if life has been feeling like a roller coaster and financial difficulties, that's not how it's going to stay for you, because you know the universe is going to reward you for your patience. You're going to be rewarded for your hard work and resilience, because you know work ethics. You know how to stick to the project, right? And not give up halfway. And that's an ethic, that's something that I have learned from my parents, Earth signs, Capricorn and Taurus. Now, you have the Ten of Pentacles coming at the bottom of the deck, Capricorn. It means that there is financial abundance coming in your way. So that's a major message for you. When it comes to love and relationship, I do strongly feel like here that, you know, you're going to be able to build something back again. Now, the Tower here talks about a situation here with this specific person that comes to an end or collapse, or maybe this is something that already had come to an end in the past. There is an opportunity here that's going to be presented for you to build it back up again. With the Page of Wands, Wands are fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with another earth sign, could be dealing with a Scorpio, or someone who is Scorpio in their birth chart, okay? So there is a major opportunity for you to build something back up again with this specific person. Now, let's talk about the recent past quickly. So Capricorn, in the recent past, the new beginning here that started between you and this person, I'm getting here strong divine feminine, divine masculine energy, not a gender specific, it could be either way. I do feel like here that there was an opportunity for you to really build something very profound with this person. Okay, the Empress here talks about the nature of this relationship, very nurturing, very caring, right? The Empress is all about taking care, and I feel like that's something that existed, but for whatever reason, there might have been an unexpected ending between you and this person with the Ten of Swords. Something here came to an end. You could have dealt with an Aries, or there could have been an age difference between you and this person. But I'm also getting here a very strong sexual connection as well. So in the recent past, Capricorn, the Temperance is clarified by the Devil, King of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Some of you also had to make a decision here, okay? I feel like that there might have been some unhealthy emotional attachment styles, and there is also the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, Capricorn. So even though you were in a relationship and in a connection with this person, I do strongly feel like here that there was something that was not healthy. You know, emotional, unhealthy habits. That's what I'm just getting here with the Devil, the King of Cups, and the Two of Swords. And I think that for many of you, maybe you pause and you ask yourself, is this something that I really should stay? Is this a type of connection that I really need to go further? That you seem to be, or maybe the person you were dealing with, going on and off and back and forth with you in the recent past, because also I'm getting here strong attachments towards one another, you know, and these attachments could have been like in the form of they could have been in the form of like love, and also some toxic and unhealthy habits, something that just was very off. Now, in the recent past, the Eight of Wands is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Wands. I see here actually, you know, you and this person, healing a lot of things through this opportunity, through this relationship, through this connection. Even though, there was an ending here with the Ten of Swords, something here came to an end. Maybe it started fast and ended fast, but I feel like here that this relationship or this connection presented in of itself as an opportunity to actually work something out and to really heal something. Six of Swords here talks about internal healing. It talks about transition. So many of you, started really looking back into your childhood, into your life, and also into the future. And you really started recognizing certain patterns just in general when it comes with dealing with people. Now, in the present moment, Capricorn, you have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups in the present moment is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. So there is communication that could be potentially coming in your way with the Eight of Wands. And I feel like that this has to do a lot with the fact that someone walked away from you. Okay, someone that walked away. And I think that ever since this person walked away from you, Capricorn, you might have been in this place of feeling quite entangled, like with a lot of questions, like why did it happen? Why did this situation end the way that it ended? 11:11 on the timer. So there could be an apology coming in your way with the Page of Cups, and I think that this apology that's coming in your way, Capricorn, has to do a lot with the fact that you are doing a lot of internal work within you. You're doing a lot of transformation. You're going through some sort of a major shift. Now, King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So this is about a situation, Capricorn, where logic and emotions are going to be you're going to look at this situation from a logical perspective and also from an emotional perspective. King of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Strength. When it comes to your emotional perspective, Capricorn, you have the King of Cups here, okay? And it is clarified by the Two of Cups, the Strength, and the Knight of Wands. Could be dealing with a Gemini and Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So I do strongly feel like here that when it comes to this partnership, there is a lot of love, because that's what the Two of Cups here talks about. Two of Cups is about partnership, relationship, right? And there is movement that's happening. There is moves. There is a lot of also passion that I feel like that's going to be taking place for you, specifically this month as well. I think just in general, this month you seem to be really moved deeply, emotionally, internally. And number 9 also, which is, for September, it's the month of like closures, right? So on an emotional level, there is a massive amount of love that you actually have for this person. So that's something that I feel like is coming in for you. Now, the Queen of Swords here in the present moment is clarified by the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Fool. You are going to be very logical when it comes to desiring to have a brand new beginning with this person. I'm clarifying the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Fool, Queen of Pentacles, which is you, and the Hierophant, right? So there is an opportunity to actually have a brand new beginning with this person and in this situation, especially after this Tower moment, because the Tower moment can also represent that maybe there was a certain perception, or maybe there was something that you did not know, that it just comes into your awareness, because awareness is key. That's going to make you realize logically to actually make a decision here, to proceed forward. And there could be commitment. The Hierophant is commitment. Taurus energy, okay? It talks about like relationship, marriage, moving forward in a conventional way, okay? So let's talk about the Justice here in the near future, Four of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. So in the near future, dear Capricorn, there is an opportunity here to actually make something right. The Justice here is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So what I would say here with this combination is that finally there is a heavy cycle that's coming to an end. Wheel of Fortune is about cycles coming in, cycles closing up, and we're also changing seasons. At least where I am now, it's like fall season. And I feel like that whatever has been really weighing you down with the Ten of Wands has been very difficult and excruciating. That is something that's going to come to an end. And I think that there is going to be a lot of, and it's going to happen quickly. Like you're going to be feeling the burdens and the weight of this situation, this uncertainty being lifted off of your shoulders. And it is also stemming from the fact that you're wanting to make something right here, right? So the Four of Cups clarified by the Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I mean, aces, you know what I mean? Like two aces. This talks about like an opportunity to speak the truth and to have a brand new beginning, right? In the present moment, you have the King of Cups, Queen of Swords, and in the near future, you have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups, right? So it's like based on the logical and the emotional state of being and the decisions you're going to be making in the present moment, you're going to have a realization. What is it that you need to make in the near future to see if you want to accept this offer or if you want to make an offer? Either way, there is a decision that needs to be made, and this decision might as well just be leading you to have a brand new beginning with this person. Now, I'm going to clarify the Two of Pentacles for you, because the Two of Pentacles, Capricorn, talks about a decision. Okay, and a lot of you might be juggling between multiple things. Maybe you're about to start a new job, or you're just making big changes in your life, Capricorn. So the Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Moon, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords, and the Six of Wands. I do see here you coming out of the situation in a very victorious, noble, demure, cutie patootie, and in a very mindful way. I feel like that there might have been some trust issues in regards to this person and to this situation that you have had some fears about with the Moon and the Seven of Swords. You know, you do want to actually be with this individual. There is a desire for them to be with you with the Ten of Pentacles, but the Moon and the Seven of Swords, there is some things that are in your mind, like questions and suspicions and uncertainty that you want to gain clarity about. And I feel like that's when you actually clarify, because there is a lot of clarification coming in for you, a lot of like open conversation, okay? And this is something that's going to lead you to realize how you want to proceed forward with this person. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Wands, and on this deck, you have the Six of Pentacles. So number 6, it means victory after so many trials and tribulations. And this is some sort of a promise that is coming in towards your way, okay? Because I feel like the shift that's happening in your life is leading you to a brand new timeline for you with the Tower. Tower is not a joke. You know what I mean? It's a very powerful energy. It's a very powerful shift here, and it's a frequency as well. So you're tuning into a different frequency. So let's get the advice for you, dear Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Cups again. And the advice for you here is the Sun, Seven of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so your advice here has to do a lot with really in the midst of this chaos, in the midst of these big shifts. It's a good chaos. I think one of the things that I know about Capricorns is like that you actually function much better in a chaos than in an organized place, because you like to be in control. you like to, like, you know, regulate things, right? So and the Sun also represents Leo in tarot. So in this reading for you, the advice, dear Capricorn, is going to be, what is it that you want to prioritize? You know, there is a lot of things that are open up in front of you. There is a lot of opportunities. There is a lot of choices to make. And I feel like that what you truly, truly desire, the Six of Pentacles appeared again, is you want happiness. That's what you want. You truly, truly desire this deep sense of happiness and appreciation for, you know, for this connection and just in general. And Six of Pentacles, you know, this person is like holding the scales, and this person is sharing something with these people, right, in this imagery. So I feel like it's like just almost like the justice and the divine is like standing between the two of you, and it's like, okay, now it's like your turn and then your turn, but it's not about making each other right or wrong. It's about just understanding what is it that has transformed and shift, and just be appreciative of that and move forward. Okay, so this is about making the right decision and allowing this to unfold in the divine timing. So the cards do not lie. I'm going to pull one message here for you, one message with the specific word that you need to know. So you have number 10, and it says destiny. Okay, number 10, destiny. So destiny is also the definition of the Wheel of Fortune. So regardless of the circumstances, regardless of what happened in the past, what other people said, what you thought happened in the past, or what you feel like is going to happen in the near future, this is something that's destiny. So the universe is giving you the confirmation here for you. You're on the right path, and the shifts and the changes that are happening for you, regardless of the circumstances, whether in love, whether in relationships, is something that's predestined, okay? So dear Capricorn, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.